Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to the June episode of Beauty News. Did you know it is halfway through the year and Christmas will be upon us soon? I'm sorry if that traumatized you, but it is the truth. Today we're going to talk about...
How is it the end of June?
Kat's like, God, no, why'd you do that?
Also, I hope I'm in focus. I can't handle that.
Oh, yeah. Are you in focus?
I'm in focus. Hopefully I am. Man, I'm having a time, but that's all right. What's happening today, Hayley? Sorry.
We're going to talk about beauty news. So, new release beauty products. We've got a theme going on. I reckon it's a theme for this year. We talked about it last month. Blushes are everywhere. Kat was so on the money. Like, if somebody was able to take a bet of what would be like the reigning product of the year and Kat put a bet on, she'd be in the money right now because there's so much fucking blush everywhere. Like, every brand is bringing them out. So we're going to start by talking about blush and some other things that we have seen that are kind of trending at the moment. Kat, do you want to kick us off?
Okay, the first blush, it's a liquid blush. It's a trendy blush. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're really trying to claw themselves back and become relevant again. But these do look good. So I would swatch these in store. So they're doing something right. These are the new Blurring Serum blushes. They come with a needle tip applicator, which looks interesting. Essentially, you use 1 dot for a soft flush or 2 to 3 dots for a bold pop of color, and you can also mix them. So if you wanted to customize your own color when it comes to the blush, you can sort of think, okay, 1 little dot of the lavender color versus 2 dots of the whatever, and you can sort of remember your formula as well, which I think is kind of cool. So it's a little bit more controlled in terms of the application. There's 5 shades. These are quite different from what we're normally seeing at the moment with shade colors. We've got sort of a nude one, which makes sense, a deep one, a sort of peachy one, a lavender one, and then almost like a corally pink. We've seen a lot of really bright sort of Barbie pinks lately. So this seems a little bit more like muted, but I like it. I like this range.
I like the look of these as well. I want one.
Yeah.
I definitely want to pick one up. I love the applicator or the dispensing tip. I think it's really smart because with liquid blushes, it's so easy to apply too much if you don't want to do that. Chanel has also released a summer collection, which includes some blushes and some other items. There's 2 Balm Essential Multi-Use Glow Sticks and blush and highlighter duos, and also some like stylo eye products in 3 different shades. I think it's like Chanel never really do these like huge big holiday collections, but blush is on their radar as well, apparently.
Blush is on Colourpop's radar, but everything is, so that's not a big surprise.
Yeah,
but
true.
They are releasing new liquid blushes. Now, these are described as weightless, pigmented, long-lasting liquid blushes. These look very much like the Rare Beauty blushes, so I think people are going to be like, no, you're copying Rare Beauty, and that's not fair. They're not a copy brand, but they will jump on anything that's trendy, essentially.
They take the trends and they create their own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, this does actually have, it's infused with skincare. So there's things like hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, a few things. So it's a skincare infused blush. There's 8 shades available. They sort of look like they go from nude, peach, pink, and then like a berry in a lighter shade and then a deeper shade. So it's an interesting way to lay it out, but it makes sense. Very trendy. We've got some new cream cheek products from, well, these are lip and cheek products technically, but they're from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Beautiful Skin Island Glow Lip and Cheek. There's 5 shades available, and it's just supposed to be a dewy, healthy sort of holiday vibe, and you can match your cheeks with your lips. So these are in little pans, and they are quite bright shades. So if you look at the swatches, you've got a red, these are the sort of trendy colors that I'm seeing a lot. The reds, the sort of bright pinks, the bright corals. In this swatch photo, you can see it compared to Pillow Talk, which are the bottom two, but the top 5 are the shades that are being released. So that's available now, 60 Australian dollars. That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
She's expensive. We have some blush and highlight duos from Dior. Now these appear to be available in Asia only at the moment, but they're the Diorskin Rouge Blush Color and Glow. They come in 4 shades. I think these look quite pretty. I'm loving the like the pinky purple one for some reason, but also the peach. They look nice enough. Again, Dior just on the blush bandwagon.
M Cosmetics have released 2 new limited edition shades of their Heaven's Glow blushes. Now these are those baked sort of domed blushes that they've had for a long time, but these are 2 new shades, and it's the Heaven and Earth collection. So one shade is a pink with like a lilac iridescence to it, so these do have that sort of glowy aspect to it, and then there's a peachy shade with a champagne sort of iridescence to it. So they're very pretty. They're very M Cosmetics, and they're very trendy, and they're available now.
Yeah, I really like these. I think they look nice.
Yeah.
I would like Elysium, please, and thank you.
Right after we filmed last month's beauty news, Huda came in with a new blush product. So we almost forgot about this, but here we are. So these are the new Blush Filter liquid blushes. They come in 5 shades. They look like they've got almost like a squidgy fun packaging that I just want to sort of like, I don't know, dig my nails into. But essentially it's like Huda's version of a liquid blush. It does come with a doe foot applicator. So it's not like a squeezy bottle. You don't need to actually squeeze it out. Yeah. But yeah, this is just Huda staying on trend, I suppose.
Yeah, I love that beautiful bright coral shade.
Yeah,
I want
gorgeous.
that. I feel like I'm ready to throw out my whole makeup collection and just start buying new shit now.
Well, do you know, to be fair,
wallet.
our makeup collections probably should be thrown out. They're quite old.
Yeah, they are. Like, even some of my most recent makeup purchases, like, some of them are getting on to 2 years old. Like, the only fresh things are concealers in my collection. All right, our last blush item is from Rhode. We have the Pocket Blushes. So they call these a little blush or for a little flush. It comes in 6 shades. You've got a baby pink, hot pink, a bright coral, neutral peach, soft mauve, and a bronze terracotta. They're supposed to give you a glowy finish without a greasy feel, and they are fragrance free. $24 each. Not too bad price wise. I hate the packaging on these. They look like, I don't know, I can't say that. They remind me of those little like poo nuggets. I just think the packaging is it looks very bulky for what it is. So yeah. It is a twist up blush. And if you look at it, you can see the tube of blush, and then you've got this like big thick packaging around. I don't understand
bulky
the
for the sake of bulky.
That.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, so next category is lips. First thing, we've seen a shade expansion to a Colourpop range. This is the So Juicy Lip Plumping Balm. They've added 3 new shades. These look quite like vibrant and sunny. So it's like almost like a watermelon pink, a coral, and another pink. It's just the bright kind of colors. So cool. They're available now. But what is probably more interesting is they actually have released a new So Juicy product. This is the Plumping Glossy Lip Oil. They're supposed to be high shine plumping glossy oils. It's supposed to nourish your lips and make them look nice and full. They're infused with a bunch of different peptides and fruit oils and whatnot. So again, that sort of skincare. We've got their skincare infused makeup going on
Yeah.
strong in this episode.
Yeah. Peptides are so popular at the moment. Like, brands are saying that they put it in everything, and I side eye that. From e.l.f., we have the Sun Boss Gloss. This is a broad spectrum SPF 25 lip gloss. It comes in 5 shades. They're all like varying shades of nude, but I like that. I think it's quite pretty. They're meant to have a high shine finish and a moisturizing formula that is infused with vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, and they have a coconut scent.
Yuck. Fenty have released a limited edition shade of their Gloss Bomb lip gloss. This is described as a shimmering multicolored gunmetal. So it's a grey with sort of like multi-dimensional sort of shimmer in it. It's supposed to have a peach vanilla scent. I'm not sure if that's the regular scent. It's available now, and it's called Major Flex. Now, this is going to be for some people. I know, Hayley, you're a fan. I do actually have that Pat McGrath lip balm, that black
that's
one.
the one I'm thinking of too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used it. Shame on me.
Brilliant.
I don't know if I've ever used it.
Yeah, I think this can look really flattering on people, like that sort of grey tint that like transforms your lips into more of like your lips, but quite
Greige.
cool toned. Greige. Like it suits some people. It's definitely suits me. That's why I like it. I'm not I don't like the stupid face on the packaging, and I wouldn't touch it with a 40-foot pole because it's got shimmer in it, and I will forever hate shimmery lips.
Fair. And this is pretty prominent shimmer as well from what it looks like in the swatch and whatnot.
Yeah,
I agree. The face is an interesting one. I actually thought that this was part of the marketing campaign where they just got like, you know, like they just drew a face on like the image. I didn't realize this was actually on the lid.
It's actually on there.
Yeah. Look, some people love this formula. I'm a bit ho-hum with it. I've tried a couple of shades and they're all right. Mm-hmm. I won't declutter them. Yeah. But I'm not like jonesing for more. And I don't think grey is my colour, to be fair. I think I end up looking a bit corpse-like. But
yeah.
Each their own.
From Glossier, we have a small summer capsule collection. This includes 2 new shades of Ultra Lip. In like an orange limited edition packaging. You've got Deco, which is a rich burnt orange, and Apricot, which is a warm creamsicle. There's also a hair comb and a claw clip in the collection.
I wonder if it's going to be coming to Australia because Glossier is coming in store and online Mecca early July. So it's all of a sudden they were like, no, you can't sit with us for 10 years and now we're trying to inundate your shores because we want more money. So I wonder if they're bringing this one over or if it's just going to be like their basic sort of bog standard range. I'm curious to see.
And I wonder if we'll still be able to shop from the Glossier website internationally, or if we will only be able to buy stuff from Mecca.
Good question, because Mecca won't have the sales that Glossier do.
No, Mecca won't have the sales. They won't have the stock. Like they won't have the limited packs. Collection. Yeah.
Interesting.
Fucking Mecca.
Juvia's Place have released 4 lip glosses. They're all pink. Moving on. From
Lancome, we have the Glowy lip balms. These look so nice. There's 18 shades enriched with 12% squalane and ceramides, because we need that
peptides though
for our lips. No peptides, only ceramides. They're supposed to be light and non-sticky and visibly plump the lips and smooth lip wrinkles. I want one. They look lovely.
They do look lovely. But do you want it more than the next thing, which is
I want
Laneige lip sleeping mask in the limited edition, I think, scent.
It is limited edition.
Watermelon Pop. Get in my cart. It's not available in Australia yet, but as soon as it is, I'm buying it. This
fair.
is like, look, I'm going to say I use Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask pretty much every night because it is one of the only lip balms that I use at night that I can sort of feel almost in the morning. It's still on my lips.
Yes.
And if I don't use it, I do feel like I've got drier lips the next day. So I almost religiously use this stuff. And there's no scent that I'm really thrilled by. I feel like their scents are so lackluster and they're so like artificial and sad. Like their vanilla could be such a banging vanilla, but it sort of smells like powdery vanilla left in the cupboard and it's mixed with like dust and stuff. Like it's really sad. So I've been waiting for some nice like yummy scents, and I know they try like with all the sort of candy ones that they've been doing. But even if watermelon is a miss, I would still be better than everything else they've released. So I want it. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, we do love our watermelon scented stuff. I think that's something we've had in common forever. And this one, it's got vitamin C in it. So it's going to be like anti-aging on those old craggly lips.
Hey, I take offense to that, Hayley. You're right.
Well, that's the only reason that I wear my sleeping mask overnight is because if I don't, I wake up and I'm like, "Roo."
Yeah, sad.
But it does look really nice. I want this one as well. Even though I already have a lifetime supply of Laneige lip sleeping masks.
I'm not bad though. I think my berry one that I currently have open is like not much left. And I've actually been trying to like, almost done. And I'm almost to the point where I'm like, if this becomes available, I'll start using that on my elbows. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't like that scent. It's yuck.
Cuticles.
Getting some treatment. I've got a vanilla one at my parents' place, and that's good enough for me to be like, I need another one. I can do it. So, yeah.
From Lisa Eldridge, we have some new lip products. These are the Balm Embrace Melting Lip Colors. So they're balmy, buttery, blah, blah, blah. 87% natural original ingredients. They're $34 each. They come in 5 shades. No peptides, which is good. But it does have jojoba oil. I actually think the color of these is really nice. And I want one.
Yeah, and they look beautiful on the models. Like, no matter what age or skin tone, they look smooth. They look like lip enhancing. They look like they would just like, I don't know, make your like creases just plump.
Yes. No crusty lips.
No crusty lips here.
Yeah.
Crusty lips sink ships, and we're not sinking any ships here with Lisa Eldridge.
That's right.
From Rhode, look, you wanted peptides? You've got them. We've got 4 new shades of the Peptide lip treatment. So the new shades, again, they're very summery shades. There's like a candy pink. There's like a popsicle sort of corally colour, a reddy colour, a mauve. Like, I just feel like some people love these. I don't understand, but I've also never tried them. So maybe I will one day try them and be like, what have I been missing out on? I need that phone case.
Yeah, exactly. Like I actually really want to try these now because I've just been seeing them everywhere and I need to know for myself, is it hype or is it actually a good product? I'm guessing it's hype, but the more you see it, the more it makes me like second guess myself. So,
because hype will only go for so long. It's actually going to have some like merit to it for it to like.
That's right.
Exist. Yeah. I would try guava spritz.
I would try. Yeah. I want peach pit and guava spritz, please. Maybe even salty.
Thanks, Rhode. And look, if I could throw in the pink one, I'll take that too.
Yeah, go on.
I don't know. I'll try.
They're only $18 US, which is like 40 Australian dollars. So, you know, bargain.
Kim Kardashian is back with padding out her Skkn range with a lot of lip balms. Now, these lip balms are just lip balms, but there is 10 shades of them all in nudes because it's Skkn. We're trying to keep nude themed here. And tacked onto that release, she's also released 3 highlighters. So we have a honey glow, a rose glow, and a golden glow. I have to say though, this swatch photo of the lip glosses, I kind of want to eat this. I don't know what's going on, but there's something about it that just looks very delicious, and I sort of want to just scoop it up and smear it in my mouth. So
yes,
I also think Nude
that.
05 is probably my perfect nude. So thank you. I like that, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't give a shit.
That's fair.
But yeah, she had these things with her old brand. Like it's not
She did, yes.
It's not that exciting.
That's right. But I also understand what you mean about the swatches. I want to eat it too. I don't know why. It just looks like something. I feel like a toddler right now where I'm like, let me just put it in my mouth and see what happens. Yeah, like I feel you. I don't know. It's like pudding. It looks like it's going to be yum.
I agree.
Ugh, fucking weirdos. Let's talk about The Ordinary. They have a new lip balm. This is a Squalene and Amino Acids lip balm, $9.50. It's coming soon. We don't know too much about it other than it's a multi-use moisturizing balm designed to hydrate the lips, elbows, and cuticles. See, you can put it on your cuticles and elbows. You can do it with all lip balm.
I'm just going to say that this packaging though, that's a big no from me.
I don't know. Look, I think we all know that The Ordinary and the sister brands under DCM, they try to do things a bit differently, which I think is good because in a sea of, 50 million blushes and lip products that are being released over the space of like a 3-month period, it's nice to have something a bit fresh. But also, I feel like this packaging was designed by someone who's never ever used a lip balm in their life. And they're just like, let's put it in a shoe. That's a great way to dispense it. Like,
let's put it in a tennis ball. This sort of reminds me of, what was that brand that did that squeezy blush? Bite.
Bite. Yes, the Bite. Yep. Now we've got to find a photo of that.
The problem with it is the packaging that's in that shape and that's quite hard, unless this is really soft to squeeze out, you're going to, once you're getting halfway done, you're going to be like...
You're not going to be able to get product out of it. Yeah.
Every time you're trying to use it, and it's going to drive you batty.
Yep.
Batty.
It is. That's just spitting facts right now.
All right, the last sort of grouped category is fragrances. Before we get on to sort of a mixed bag and sort of some other... what we want to discuss in a bit more detail. First fragrancing is Commodity. So Commodity is a brand that was quite popular. No, that's the wrong term. Was out a while ago. I believe they were doing very well. They got bought out and then they got reinvigorated with a new range. And they've got a really popular one called Milk. Like people talk about Milk Commodity until the cows come home. Now this new fragrance is called Juice. It's like 3 years in the making or something. And essentially
wow.
it's like a summer scent. It's supposed to be very fruity. Like it's got raspberry pulp, strawberry, violet leaf as the top notes, Bulgarian rose, cyclamen as the middle notes, and then amberwood and rhubarb as the base notes. Now this is, I'm reading out for the white bottle. What they tend to do is they have 3 varieties of the same scent, increasing in sort of strength. So the white bottle is one that is like a personal scent, so it keeps it close to you. It's not too overpowering. And then they go up in strength. So it sort of has the same notes, but they just sort of strengthen it and build on it. So that's what's just come out. And you can tell that these sort of like fruity strawberry scents are becoming quite popular. And this is sort of Commodity's version of it that, is interesting. It's jammy. It's quite jammy smelling.
Jammy, right. Okay. I like fruity scents because it makes me think of sweet but fresh. And that's like my favorite thing. Like, give it to me. I love it. But I feel like I really like the fact that they're doing like a light, medium and strong fragrance, I think that's a good idea because we all like fragrances for different reasons and to have different strengths. But I think where they lost me is the jammy part because I feel like that's, I don't know. I'd have to smell it in person.
I actually got a sample of the medium one. It's nice,
Yeah.
but it's not like, I've smelt sort of similar things. If it had like a real sort of like lemon twist in there or something, like a tart raspberry, I'd be like, just shower me in it and I will just be a pig in shit. But it's a bit sweeter.
From Dyptique, we're seeing their summer collection. This is, I just love the way this looks. So it's illustrated by a French artist, but essentially what you've got is a large citronelle candle, or you can get it in a classic size as well. The extra large is $430, but it looks fantastic. Yeah, exactly. Totally affordable.
Spare change.
Yeah, that's right. They also have a lemongrass and geranium body spray, and then there's the Ilio Eau de Toilette, a hair mist, face and body mist. A fucking face and body mist? Why would you spray it on your face? Anyway, and then you can get like, there's something called Summer Essentials for $250, and it's 10 scented staples, and I think that is essentially like, it's like a summer advent calendar with like mini items in it. So there you go.
There you go. Interesting. A fragrance brand that is getting a lot of popularity at the moment, and it's quite hard to come by in Australia. So you can get it shipped from Selfridges, I've been told, but I would like to smell it in person. Phlur. So Phlur, they actually technically have a new fragrance. No, technically have a new perfume, but it's an old fragrance. So this is Vanilla Skkn. This used to be, I think it's it's definitely in a body mist, I know, and it's been quite popular. It might be in different sort of body products as well. If you like that and you wanted a stronger, like a perfume version, they've just released that on their website.
I was saying to Kat, I really want to try some fragrances from Phlur, but I want to get like one of their like discovery packs, and Selfridges just simply don't have it. So
ship to Australia, Phlur. Get your shit together.
Oh, woe is me. All right, let's get into the miscellaneous stuff that makes us interested. We've got to talk about Fenty because they have released hair products.
A new brand.
It's a whole new brand. It is Fenty Hair. I think that's what it's called anyway. So they've brought out a shampoo and conditioner, which you have to. Then you've got a damage repair bond builder. You've got heat protectant styler. There's a curl defining cream, a strong hold gel, and a thickening edge control gel. There is also an edge styling tool. Look, it looks good. I like the look of the packaging, but here's what I'm going to say. When Fenty brought out skincare, I went and picked up a bunch and tried it out, and I was really excited. I was like, I hope this shit is good. And it was just like, it was mid for me, and probably mid for me because of my age and like my skin type and stuff. And I really want to try this Fenty hair stuff, but I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's... I
think also it seems like one of the focuses has been sort of like their curl defining cream. So like Rihanna has come out with like the very cute sort of tight curls and stuff. So I think it's... Look, I would look at reviews of this. I'm a bit like you. I find sometimes the sort of celebrity hair brands I find can be quite disappointing. I'm just going to let everyone else do the testing, and then I'm just going to reap the benefits of the really hyped products or the really highly recommended products I might actually try. But I think this is a logical progression. Like, you know,
I think so too.
They're going to sell. They're going to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the shampoo and conditioner is designed for like hydration, and the rest is, you know, you've got a treatment and then styling products. And I think like it all feels very appropriate for the progression of Fenty. So I'm really keen to see what happens there, what people think about it.
Maybe Christmas there'll be like a holiday
pack. If there is, I'm buying the shit out of it.
I like a sampler pack. I do like a sampler
Me too.
Pack. Onto Mac news. Now we've got two sort of things to talk about. The first one is they have finally updated the Mac Fix Plus packaging. So they've had that clunky lid with the click and the for so long. Apparently people love that though. I've seen the comments. Go to Instagram and find the comments on the video where they announce the new Mister, and people are angry. They're like, no, that spitting in my face vibe, I really dig. I enjoyed the click and the clunky. I don't agree with that. I hated it, and I thought I'd actually stop buying. I like the juice in Fix Plus, which has not changed. They've just put it in like a nice sort of fine Mister bottle, which I think is such an improvement. So I like this. I think they've done a good job, and finally they're listening to me. Maybe not to those people, but to me. So thank you, Mac.
We've been saying for years that the sprayer on Fix Plus is clunky. It really is like somebody who's had too many drinks at the bar who's like spitting and angry while they're talking. Like it's inappropriate. It feels like an assault.
It is an assault. I think what the difference, and also it breaks. That Mister, like that lid broke so often they have to depot it anyway. I think the problem is that people that are ride or die sort of Mac Fix Plus fans, which I get. I like the juice of it. I get it. I think that they just have not experienced a nice micro Mister. And until they do, they don't realise how crap being just shot at with a fire hose with the Mac. Oh my God. They don't realise how annoying that is until you've been on the other side and you've been touched by little angels on your face.
I have literally sprayed like Fix Plus in my face before and like misjudged how much I should have like pressed it to sort of get it to disperse, and it's literally just shot a stream like in my fucking eye. Like until you have been there and been physically assaulted by a Mac Fix Plus bottle, I don't expect you to understand. Also, if you've been using Mac Fix Plus since like the dawn of time because the juice is so good, which it is, and it's valid, I am not surprised that you don't know how bad it is if you've never experienced something better.
Technology has changed, packaging has changed, and try a micro Mister. It is just like a beautiful little kiss on the cheek by a fairy. So I'm glad they've made this change, but people are still angry.
Me too.
I am finally happy. But they've also released this palette. It's called 40 Shades of Pride. Now, it is very, related to like the time of the year with like the Pride, all the Pride stuff, which is great. But it's for their 40th anniversary. So it's interesting. But it is a giant palette with 40 shades. And all the proceeds are going to be donated to the Mac Viva Glam Fund. So that's great. But they are really milking it because in Australia, this costs an absolute arm and a leg. It's $250.
Really?
What? $250.
Fucking what?
An eyeshadow palette. Yeah.
Are you?
And I'm going to compare this to an indie brand that we'll be talking about very soon, who has 20 pan eyeshadow palettes for so much cheaper. This is absurd. Yes, it's going to a cause. Cool. But that is a lot of fucking money. That is so expensive.
Did you say it's $250? Okay.
Australian dollars.
$250 40 shades. It works out to $6.25. Yes, I did the maths. And $6.25, okay, that's a good deal if they're like full-size MAC pan eyeshadows. But also, what do you even do in this climate, like this financial climate? Are you high?
But it's not even in this financial climate. It's also in this like makeup climate. You can get
also
giant
the palette's ugly.
Like this. It is. I like that it looks like a rainbow, and I like that it actually looks like the pride flag. Like it's got the sort of trans color. Like I get it. Like it makes like theoretical sense. My issue with this is MAC have never been strong with their brightly colored eyeshadows. Never. Nude eyeshadows. Bangers. Like they've got some really beautiful champagne, shimmery brown, your basic sort of eyeshadows. They've got some beautiful buttery ones that I keep coming back to. Bright colours, they don't do very well. So this, look, it's a certain person that's going to buy it and it's not me. That's all I'm saying.
No.
But can I compare this actually? I'm going to jump to another palette. So you can either buy the MAC one for 250 Australian dollars, or you can buy these two palettes from Cosmic Brushes, and these are way cheaper. So there's two palettes coming out. One is called Nudetrals. I don't like these names. They're very clunky. But this is more like a warm toned. There's some sort of neutral shades in here. It's not all nude. It's like a twist on nude. There's a little bit of like dusty greens. There's some mauves. There's some sort of mustardy colours. Yeah. It's very pretty. The photos are gorgeous. And these are each £28. So you could get both of them for less than half the price of the MAC one. Yeah, so there's this one, and the swatches look glorious. So the way they do their swatches,
they do, don't they?
Gorgeous. The other one is the Cooltrals. So this again, not super nude. There's some nude options in here, but it's very, very sort of purpley blue, silvery. They've got different textures, so a lot of mattes, metallics, multichromes, duochromes, iridescence. They just look gorgeous. So this is where I'd put my money if I was to buy 40 shades. It'd be these two, personally.
I agree. And I'm just going to say, I think this is really why we don't see like this big excitement around palettes that brands like MAC and other like more just expensive brands that are bringing out these palettes. Like they're just kind of, they feel a bit unobtainable to me anyway, and unrealistic mostly in the fact that you're going to spend so much money. But if you're a mega fan of like eyeshadow palettes, you're buying multiple a year. We all know you are. Don't try to deny it. And like you can't use them all. So I feel like it's just better value to be buying stuff like this. And
I agree.
I would bet money that the quality of these Cosmic Brushes palettes are better than the MAC anyway.
That's another thing that I was going to say. Like, I think if you're a lover of colour and you instantly go, that MAC palette, it captures my attention because it's a rainbow, chances are you'll be quite disappointed in the pigmentation of the MAC ones, and you would probably want something from an indie brand that can deliver a really punchy colour. Because if that's what you're after, if you're like, I'm going to use a palette with bright colours every day, chances are you want them to be like to hold that colour pretty well and not be like a lackluster sort of like dusty blue or something. So I feel like they're a little bit out of their... You'll see this in like the discount stores in a few months' time for a fraction of the price.
I agree.
Because it's just not
the
their
corporate
audience.
Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
Speaking of brands that are updating things, this one's quite funny because I didn't realise there was a problem with a cult product, but apparently there is. KVD Beauty have improved their tattoo liner. So this is their liner that apparently everyone loves and has been loving for a decade, but something must have happened along the way because there's a video playing on the screen where there's a lot of people saying like, I love this, but I don't like it anymore. It dries out quickly. It's not as good as it used to be. I don't know what they did. They must have done something to the formula, but now they're coming back with like, oh, we've improved it finally. It's like, well, why did you change it in the first place? And why didn't you tell people that you changed it? Like, what are you doing? Anyway, they're saying the original was a needle precise brush. It was waterproof, long wear, smudge resistant. The new and improved has the same 0.01 millimeter brush. It's optimized ink flow, has a luxe aluminium pen, waterproof, long wear, transfer proof, fade, flake, smudge resistant, sweat, humidity resistant. So apparently that's not what the old one was. Even though it was a cult product, they're saying like this is the liner you need and that's the thing that was keeping the brand afloat. Apparently somehow it turned shit. But it's now in black and brown, available in the new formula.
Oh, well. I mean, was it always available in brown? I think that's smart. If that's... It was? Yeah. Look, I think if they can identify that there's definitely problems with it, then it's fantastic for them to go back to the drawing board. It's a cult product. It's been around for years. But when I saw that this was essentially being fixed, I was like, I didn't even know it was broken in the first place. Like, I thought this product was like God's gift to the eyelining people. But apparently somewhere along the way, something's gone wrong. So... good on them for fixing it. Hopefully it's not shit anymore. From Charlotte Tilbury, we've got the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. So it is available now. It comes in 20 shades. I want to try this.
Yeah, I quite like the idea of something that sort of is perfecting but not too much coverage. And also especially from a stick foundation. I like stick foundation because they're so quick and easy. But the ones that you have to sort of that look cakey, they can look a bit cakey. I'm curious.
Me too. It contains something called plant-powered collagenea. Let's move on to e.l.f. This is probably more in my budget, realistically. This is the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. So this fits into their range. It's sort of in between the Halo Glow and the Camo Hydrating CC Cream. It's got 1% hydrating hibiscus complex, and they're only $8 each, comes in 36 shades.
Definitely more in my budget.
Yeah, so...
NARS have released a new shade of their light reflecting prismatic powder. This is in the shade Lavender, and it's a very cool effect. It looks like a sort of like periwinkle, bluey purple mixed with some like peachy pink, and it's like marbled and looks really cool. So this is essentially just to make like a lavender color. A lot of people might like, we've been talking about how pinks and purple sort of powders are becoming quite popular, and this is just sort of jumping on that bandwagon. They can be very beneficial for people if you have lighter skin with sort of often like yellowy tones, and this sort of corrects that a little bit and brightens the skin. So this works well for some people. They also have a loose version. So if you prefer the loose version, it doesn't look as cool because it's not as swirled, but it is like a soft sort of almost slightly purpley pink powder. They're currently online exclusive to the NARS website, but it's just like an early access sort of at their site. They will be rolling out into all their retailers very soon. So new lavender powder.
How pretty does that like pressed pan look?
Yes, it looks like a dream.
It does. It looks really, really, it looks like a whimsical like golden hour dream to me.
It's beautiful.
I like it. Okay, we have seen the dreaded Polite Society release some products. One of them is a powder. So there's 3 shades. It's a loose powder. It comes in a peach, a pink, and a yellow. And it's supposed to minimize the look of pores, control oil, prolong the wear of makeup, blah, blah, blah. Talc free. And then we have an eyeshadow palette. So it's a new Nudetrals eyeshadow palette. You've got 9 pans, and it looks very Jared Blandino, Too Faced, Polite Society-ish. So
yeah, I feel like this almost looks like Too Faced has had a baby with Tarte, and it's just the most like it's. I no. It's a no. It's a no, Jared.
No, ma'am.
No. Like, you know, good. Go your good thing. You're sticking to your guns and you're trying to create a new brand, but it's not, it's not Too Faced.
No.
Out of principle, I would just buy Too Faced over this because...
Yeah, me too.
This just seems like sad replica.
Coming soon from Rare Beauty, we have the True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. So it looks like there might be 14 shades. It hasn't been confirmed yet. We don't know any other details, but it's I don't know how, but it says it's a matte formula that can also deliver a luminous natural finish. I love how I look at you and you're like, no, no. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't believe that, but I guess we'll see more when it comes out.
All right, we've got a new highlighter duo range from Patrick Ta. So these are the Major Glow Creme and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duos. Oh, I've got to take a breath after that name. It's very long.
I know, right?
So pretty much we've seen this format in blushes and bronzers for the past few years from Patrick Ta. So you have a cream pan and a powder pan. They're the same color and they sort of complement. This is now done with highlighters. So there are 5 shades available. There's one that's almost like a white iridescent. There's a soft pink one, a champagne one, a rose gold, and a bronze one. And they look interesting. I've seen some photos where the highlighter sort of cream pan almost looks like fancy Vaseline, which is a bit scary. But the swatches do look quite nice.
They do. It looks, I think the swatches look nice and they look very nice on the models' faces as well. Yep. But of course, I mean, can we trust marketing? People love Patrick Ta. Yes. I know like the blushes and stuff, people swear by them. So there's reason to believe that these will also be really nice.
Yeah, I'm just wondering though. So they show the sort of white one on 3 different models, and they show all of them on 3 different models, so you can see how they look. On the model with the deeper skin, it's still like the white one still looks really nice. I'm wondering if this is one of those highlighters that has the translucent base, but then it just catches a light and it's got a different sort of shift depending on what color you use. Or it could just be they captured it where the light was positioned beautifully, and when she turns, you'll see a frosty white patch. I don't know. We don't know.
Possibly.
But it does look pretty.
Yes, you won't know. And like this is the sort of thing where I'd really want to go and like swatch it in store just to see what the texture is like. One, especially when you mention like the Vaseline kind of thing, I'm a bit like, I don't know if I would like that. But yeah, I think like my love, the Diamond Sparkle one, if that really is like a translucent base, completely translucent with like a sparkle, that could be really nice. From Milani, we have the Conceal and Perfect Sun-Kissed Liquid Bronzing Drops. Bronzing drops are super popular at the moment as well. So these are available in 3 shades. You've got like a light, medium, and deep, essentially. They're $16.99 each, and of course they are infused with everything to keep you looking young. We've got hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and cocoa extracts. Also, copper peptides and tripeptides.
Ugh.
Bloody hell.
Hooray.
That's pretty special.
The more peptides, the better, I say. All right, we're going to end the episode with a nail polish release. This is a collaboration with the brand Mooncat. So Mooncat is a brand that has recently been on my radar because I have some fun sort of shimmers and stuff. But they've done a collaboration with Powerpuff Girls. So they've released, there's 6 nail polishes. They all are a sort of a jelly nail polish base with sort of like flaky, iridescent, cool things to them, and they all represent a different character, including some like other characters in the cartoon, not just the main 3. So They look very pretty. You can get them, they're available now. You can buy them individually or you can buy them in this pack, which also has little nail stickers. Very cute. And I think fans of Mooncat and fans of Powerpuff Girls and fans of both, ow, that hurt, really like this collection. So to be fair though, I actually ordered from this brand because they have one shade called House of Hades, which is like electric fucking cobalt blue gorgeousness. It is like gorgeous. Yeah. So I placed an order for a bunch of them. It is the first brand that wears a whole week on me without shipping.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I actually have to say that when it comes to the, I don't know, would you consider this an indie brand?
Yeah, it's an indie brand. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I feel like indie brand nail polish products are superior.
Yeah.
Just like eyeshadows over the last, like, I don't know, let's just say 10 years, it's like the indie industry has just gone leaps and bounds ahead of like mainstream crap. And I think that's because it always comes from a place of passion and people wanting to like research and, you know, get the better ingredients and learning, you know, the different sort of nail chemistry. Like nail chemistry is a thing. Like if you wear nail polish and it doesn't last on you, it's simply because they're shit nail polishes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can understand why you would be more interested in this than just like Sally Hansen and crap like that. Even OPI, like it's not what it used to be.
Yeah, but I'll use those. Right. And my like multiple nails, like OPI, even OPI, which is not cheap, I will use OPI and
chips.
Multiple nails will be chipped the next day. Whereas I can use something like Mooncat and I can get on like day 6 and I might have one that's chipped, but then I'm like, that's my nail's fault because I caught it on a thing, or I have like a bit of peeling there or something, whatever it happens to be, or I went to the pool and what do you expect? But generally I change my nail colour because I want to change my nail colour, not because I have to.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a completely different world. So I do like them.
Are these expensive? Because I'm looking at that really like bright pink and I'm just like...
Yeah, I want that one as well. I think these are so $15 US each.
It's not bad.
These sort of jelly flaky ones. I ordered a bunch when they were having 20% off site-wide. So they do that, I think, twice a year.
Okay, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, guys, that is it for us this month. Please let us know what you thought about any of these releases down in the comments section, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.